Good morning, and happy Thursday from the farm. Thank you for being with us on this beautiful morning. Chilly day again, but the sun is about to come out. I can see the overcast has gone away. And so here in Colorado, when the sun comes out to play, it's a wonderful day. You'll see people out in shorts and t-shirts, but as soon as you step in the shade, it is pretty unbearable. So I can only imagine how it is to be a chicken in this day. The fish have it quite easy, though. They're inside in a climate-controlled fish tank, and it might fluctuate a couple degrees, but they unfortunately cannot tolerate these crazy changes in temperature. Today, I wanted to talk about a really cool program that's in Utah, which is helping farmers getting fodder systems. When I began writing my book, Thinking Outside the Soil, I was asked by a lot of farmers if I could find them money for my systems. Farmers were asking if they could use their existing grant money to buy things like equipment or supplies, seed or feed or something of the like. So I want to ask you out there, what if you could get a grant that pays for your fodder system? One that could feed your entire herd or flock. But real quick, since you're here, if you could be so kind as to leave a review and let me know what you've enjoyed or what you'd like to hear in the future. And while you're there, let others know why they should tune in as well. I generally do my podcast preparation on a Sunday, do some outlining, and then each day just quickly do a run through of my show, of what I want to do, and just produce it and publish it. While I was doing my research, I came across this cool article from the St. George News. St. George is in Utah. It's a city on the southwest side of the state, and it's in a very arid area. If you've never been to that part of the country, or even specifically that area of Utah, it is a bunch of red rocks and cliffs and sandstone and sagebrush and tumbleweeds. There isn't a lot of vegetation naturally in that area, so the ranchers out there are amazing people that they can do what they do in that type of environment. So it's even more impressive to see that the Utah legislature has taken action to help farmers. Now, the St. George News headline is "A Game Changer. Funds to become available for farming sans soil under new bill." And it's funny when you see a reporter get nerdy as well. Sans soil means without soil. And touted by a lot as a game changer, Utah House Bill 221 is a bill passed by the Utah State Legislature in 2021 that establishes the Fodder Production Systems Grant Program. Now, the article I read was published on February 15th, 2023. So as you can see, or hear rather, it can take some time to get good information out to the public. Now, this program is designed to promote the development and implementation of sustainable and efficient fodder production systems in the state of Utah. Fodder production systems involve simply growing and harvesting plants specifically for livestock feed. What's great about these systems is that they can provide a number of benefits, including reducing the cost for livestock farmers, ultimately improving animal nutrition, and reducing the environmental impact compared to traditional feed sources. The Fodder Production Grants program will provide funding to farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural producers who are interested in implementing or expanding their fodder production systems. So those that want to get started or expand their fodder operations. The program is administered by the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food and is providing grants of up to $25,000 per project right now. And in order to be eligible, the applicants have to demonstrate that their project's going to result in increased production of animal feed and that the project's going to be sustainable and environmentally responsible, which is wonderful because there are several hydroponic fodder systems out there that meet those needs. So farmers that are applying for these grants that pursue fodder systems through those larger companies' avenues already will meet those eligibility requirements. Now, when you're thinking about a project, or if you are thinking about a project as a Utah farmer, or perhaps you know farmers in Utah that could benefit from a fodder grant, these projects can include purchases of equipment, construction of new facilities, and implementation of new technologies that will improve the fodder production. So it may not specifically be a fodder system, but it could be something that ultimately improves fodder production. So perhaps you are going to build a climate-controlled building to put in the system that you currently have. Maybe you want to add on to what you already do. But overall, the Fodder Production Systems Grant Program is intended to support the growth of sustainable agriculture in Utah while also promoting economic development and environmental stewardship. It's pretty neat because it meets the triple bottom line mentality that I advocate here and for other farmers as well. Now, I am not aware of any specific fodder grant programs for fodder systems for farmers here in Colorado. However, Colorado does have a number of other programs and initiatives aimed at supporting sustainable agriculture and local food systems. So, for example, the Colorado Department of Agriculture offers grants through its Specialty Crops program, and those provide funding for projects that promote the growth and competitiveness of specialty crops in Colorado. So those specialty crops may include or could include things such as hydroponic fodder. The Colorado Department of Agriculture also offers some cost-sharing programs to help farmers and ranchers implement conservation practices on their land. These programs are typically administered by the National Resources Conservation Service arm of the USDA, the NRCS, and I've had the chance to work with a few of the NRCS people so far, and they're a wonderful resource. And once you get involved with them, they are great at helping you do what you do. So reach out to your local agent or your local extension agents and have them plug you in with an NRCS person. It's really good idea to always check with your relevant state and federal programs to see what's currently available and how they're going to fit in with your specific farm goals or your specific needs that you may have for your livestock. Now, one program I do want to point out for those out there that I have applied for myself with Blooming Health Farms is the EQIP, or the Environmental Quality Incentives Program. And this is a voluntary conservation program administered by the NRCS. And this provides financial and technical assistance to farmers and ranchers as well as other producers who are interested in implementing these different practices, and they have a lot of them. Their goal is to help producers improve the soil, water, and air quality, and ultimately enhance the wildlife habitat and other natural resources around our farms and in areas associated with those. This funding is essentially there to help producers implement a wide variety of these practices. Now, to be eligible of this, producers have to have control of the land for the entire term of the EQIP grant, or it's a contract rather, and they have to be engaged in agricultural production. So the EQIP is a competitive program, so producers have to apply for funding as early as possible, and their applications are going to be evaluated based on the environmental benefits of what you're proposing. So some projects that have a perceived higher environmental potential might get prioritized over other projects. Now, overall, these grant programs, such as EQIP, and then for farmers in Utah, these grant programs are going to be so valuable, and they're going to help them improve their land, water, air quality, and other natural resources. I mean, essentially, we are seeing more and more assistance from the federal government to promote sustainable agriculture practices. And then in Utah, we're seeing at the state level, they've taken some precedent, it seems, in putting out some availability for farmers to adopt technologies that are going to make them better stewards of the earth, while also being able to improve their livestock quality and save water and land. It all fits in with what we want to do and why I wrote a book called Thinking Outside the Soil. But that is all I have for us this morning. If you've enjoyed this or any of the previous episodes, please be sure to follow the show and give it some stars. The ratings and reviews let others know why they should stick around so they don't miss out on becoming part of the next agricultural revolution. And join us again tomorrow. And thank you for being with us on another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below, and if you'd be so kind as to leave a rating and review and follow the show. For those with feathered friends, don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix. This supplemental mix has been shown to give you some of the best eggs with the yummiest yolks. You'll have happy, healthy hens that abandon the feeder and give you eggs with high levels of vitamin A and omega fatty acids. So don't forget to get yourself some Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix.